Okay, question number 2. This question focuses on wording and comma use. When you look at the answer choices, you see that there's various transition words, but there's also various commas. The comma issue is simpler to solve. When you have a transition word in the middle of a sentence, you need to put a comma both before and after. So this means that choice A is out, and so is D. So as we look at the difference between B and C, we see that we have to decide which transition word is best. So let's talk about transition words. Transition words are like directions. They let you know if the text is going to continue with more of the same, maybe draw a conclusion, or perhaps take a hard right turn and give different information. Transition words are words that connect maybe two paragraphs, sentences, or clauses, right? Giving you hints as to what is coming next. So let's take an example. The Weather Service predicted a record snowfall in the next 2 days. Now, depending on what transition word we use, that's going to indicate what kind of information might come next. So, when we're using a transition word in the middle of our sentence, we're going to do a semicolon because what came before was an independent clause. Then we're going to do transition word, comma. So let's try moreover. Moreover is a transition word that means more of the same. So this means what follows will have to be something similar to the Weather Service predicting a record snowfall. Say maybe the temperatures will drop, potentially allowing ice to form. That's a similar description of the weather that might come. Other transition words that mean more of the same are in addition to, in fact, furthermore, as well as. Now, if we change that transition word to therefore, well, now what should come after the Weather Service predicted record snowfall in the next 2 days, therefore, needs to be a result or a conclusion or an effect of that. So the cause was predicted snowfall, and the effect is the town began preparing the roads with salt to ensure safe travel. So the kind of information changed because the kind of transition word changed. Other transition words that also let you know that a conclusion or a result is coming would be therefore, as a result, thus, consequently, and accordingly. One last time, let's change that transition word. What if we changed it to however? Okay, so however is a word that lets us know that it's going to contrast what came before. So we predicted record snowfall. However, there was barely more than a dusting. So that's the opposite of what came before. Other words that mean contrasting what came before would be however, although, on the other hand, conversely, nevertheless, and despite this. So remember, transition words matter. They tell us what is coming when we're reading. Plus, when you are asked to select a transition word that best fits the context, you need to be sure that you have read both what came before and after. Otherwise, how will you know if you want a word that means more of the same, a result of what came before, or the opposite of what came before? So let's go back to question 2. Do we know what kind of transition word we need? We have to go back to the passage to see. Well, we have these two situations where one of them is time to eat, Christopher, and the other is time to eat, Christopher. So are those more of the same, like the transition word moreover? No, they are contrasting. And that is why choice B with however, with a comma before and after, is going to be our best answer.